think that's a lateral move. A lateral move. I'm not an attorney, but I do understand you can't be the Attorney General without being an attorney. Somebody look that up and let me know. However, we have a great Attorney General, so I'm not interested. Well, of course, we've all seen the videos, and we know the tragedy that this footage has brought to light. As a mom, I can share just stories that matter to me about how important it is to protect our unborn children. When I was pregnant with my first son, I was only 24 years old. I say only because that seems like such a young age. But I was 24 years old. I was pregnant with my first son, and I was having some complications. And I was about 9 weeks along, and I remember going to the doctor, and the most thankful and grateful I have ever been in my life was when the ultrasound came up and I saw my son's heartbeat at 9 weeks. And to me, that reflected he really was okay. He was going to be okay. And we have lots of moms in the audience and probably some grandparents and grandmothers as well. There's nothing more heartwarming than to know your unborn child is safe, is protected, and has every chance of enjoying the great life that God intended for that child. I remember telling my husband how frightened I was when I had complications, but how relieved I was when we knew our son was going to be fine. Of course, at 9 weeks, I didn't know he would be my son, but I did know that soon thereafter, and he's 24 years old today. And I haven't thought about that story in quite a long time until, of course, thinking about this event today and thinking about why I am so pro-life and why I think it's so important to protect all of our children, including our unborn children, because they are gifts from God, every single one of them. You also know, as a mom, I have faced my own set of challenges with two sons who are 24 and 21. But I do think it's so important to remember every day how blessed we are when we have children who give us so much joy and give us so much happiness. It's a wonderful feeling, and I'm so blessed and fortunate to be able to say that I am a mom. Actually, I have a really good friend of mine who just became a grandmother for the first time, and she will be visiting her grandson here in Columbus. And I know how much joy already he has brought to her life and to their families' lives. But it does, again, reinforce how important this issue is and how important all of you being here today really, really, truly is. Your voice speaks loudly. We speak compassionately. We speak with love in our hearts for those who agree with us and for those who don't agree with us. And that's why we're here today, to reinforce how strong we are, how much we care about this issue, and how much we love, again, those individuals who agree with us, and how much we love those individuals who don't agree with us. Protecting the lives of our unborn children is one of the most important things we can do. That's already said that I have been a staunch supporter of pro-life legislation while I served in the House of Representatives, and also this administration under Governor Kasich has also been a staunch administration supporting all of the legislature's efforts to protect life here in Ohio. Late-term abortion ban, Obamacare state exchange abortion coverage opt-out, reprioritization of family planning funds away from Planned Parenthood, establishment of new funding for pregnancy centers so that we can make sure that our message is out to all of the women, young women who face a challenge in their life of potentially an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, you have choices, and we are here to support you and help you through that. And I think that those of us in this audience that are pro-life, the best way that we can help is to offer our support and to provide whatever assistance that young new mother might need during every phase of the pregnancy. And I think we shouldn't forget afterwards. We know how difficult it is having a newborn at home, and we have to be there for that mom afterwards as well. Our mission to give every child an opportunity in the state of Ohio to realize their God-given potential starts with the unborn child, and making sure first that unborn child has the right to be born and to fulfill their greatest potential. We know, and the governor makes reference to it on a regular basis, every individual life matters. That one individual child could cure cancer, or could do research or find something that makes a difference in the life of one human being, or makes a difference in the life of all of us, every human being. Every single life matters. So we want to make sure that every one of those children get to achieve their potential. Governor Kasich and I want our children to be successful. We want them to have every chance and opportunity that we can give them, and it starts here today. Rallies like this here in Columbus and across our nation today will allow us to speak up, to speak out, and to speak against the abhorrent actions of Planned Parenthood. Let's remember to speak out with passion and conviction, and most importantly, with the love that this issue deserves. May God protect all of us and all of our unborn children. Thank you for being here today.